Hi, I'm David and this is the Biology Classroom. In today's video, let me show you the connection between membranes and the cell signaling pathway. Cell signaling is a mode of communication between cells. In a nutshell, it is a mechanism that involves the transmission of signal from a sending cell to a receiving cell. Cell signaling is very important for an organism because it allows us to respond appropriately to our environments. For multicellular organisms, which may contain trillions of cells, signaling pathway allow the coordination of activities of different cells, regardless their distance in the body. In general, the pathway started with a receptor receives or detects a stimulus or signal. Energy transduction would then occur. The original signal is converted to a message that is transmittable in the body. For example, a thermoreceptor in our skin can convert a stimulus in the form of heat into electrical impulses. The message or signal is transmitted to a target cell, tissue, or organ called effector. A response or change is then created by the effector. The cell surface membrane plays an important role in the cell signaling pathway. Transmission of messages requires the crossing of this barrier. Since the cell surface membrane controls the type of molecules which can or cannot move between the internal and external environment of the cell, it kind of determines how the message is being transmitted. Signaling molecules are often chemicals called ligands. They are very diverse. Some signaling molecules are hydrophobic and small. They can be easily transported across cell membranes. For example, the steroid hormones such as estrogen. Due to their hydrophobic nature, they can diffuse directly across the cell surface membrane and bind to the receptors in the cytoplasm or nucleus. Then, the message they carry is being received by the cell. There are also some signaling molecules which are hydrophilic or water-soluble. They interact with cell surface membrane without crossing it, as they cannot pass through the hydrophobic region of the phospholipid bilayer. They can bind to protein receptor in a cell surface membrane and cause changes inside the cell. Now, let's look at the main stages of a cell signaling pathway involving a water-soluble ligand. Firstly, the ligands are secreted from the sending cell into the extracellular space. The ligands are transported through the extracellular space to the target cell. They bind to surface receptors. These receptors are formed from glycolipids or glycoproteins. They recognize their target cell by the specific receptor on the cell membrane. They have complementary shapes to the receptors. The message carried by the ligand is relayed through a chain of chemical messengers inside the cell, triggering a response or change in the cell. On the other hand, the non-target cells will not receive the message as they do not have the specific receptors which are complementary to the ligand.
If you think my videos are useful, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Do share it with your friends as well. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me at the comment section. Thank you for watching and see you again soon.